Hello YouTube, Jared here, and I am just going to show you some PS5 settings from just opening the game, generally how they have it default. I set everything to default, and we could just go through each screen together. I'll just reset this anyway. So this font doesn't matter, the scaling. I kept the brightness already default. I think that's probably the best. The sound, let me reset everything.
Master volume 100. Enable sound. Enabled. Enable sound. Enables or disables all sound.
We need to
cinematics volume.
turn her off
100
somehow, so
speakers,
let's go down.
Join audio mix. Studio reference. Audio mix. Set this to match what auto detect voice chat focus. Enabled. Voice chat auto detect voice chat focus.
How do you turn her off?
Auto detect voice act trend
This is so funny.
locale.
Is she an
You have unsaved changes. Are you sure you want to discard them? Screen shake if use screen reader. Enabled.
Alright, we gotta go to accessibility and turn a screen reader off first. And then we can go back to sound. Holy crap. I normally just turn music off, but I know some people want to keep it on, but for now I'm just gonna... I like master volume up. I'm gonna turn the effects down to like 50. But you can keep it up. This is all preference. I'm just saying, I'm just gonna get to the controls here soon. These are all normally good to just keep on. I like to make this full max, the opacity. That's okay. Screen reader, there it was. They had another one. Okay. I think this is all. Here's some things about the loop item drop. In-game loot sounds, the minimum quality. Maybe I put this up to unique. I'm not gonna play it out. Anyway, let's save that and go to gameplay. I took screen shakes off, but you know. Combat hit flash. This will enable hit flashes on characters while hitting a monster or player to reduce strobing. Now here's the thing. Let me reset this to default. As you see my hood here, it's on the left side. Go back here and gameplay, you can change right here, and normally I like it in the middle. So, oh shoot, I just messed up. Save. I think it's a lot better in the middle. And another thing, no! Gameplay. What's another thing? Alright. Here's the thing, I don't use vibration, but I like max sensitivity. Let me reset these to default. So I don't normally take vibration off because to save my controller battery. And those are fine, the dead zones are fine. Now here's where we get into the video, the meat right here. What I think is a problem is I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna sound kind of weird to use evade on the right trigger, but just hear me out. You'll see. Now we need to find the potion. Where is the potion use? This potion here is going to be triangle. And then this is going to go to L1. Okay. So I'll just go slow. You basically are just changing your potion to triangle for L1 and your evade to R2 for this skill slot. That's not a big change, right? And now I hope you like set up some of your skills. So as you can
I'm not ready
see,
yet.
I need to actually assign some skills. So I'm gonna assign my basic skill to X. Now I'm using Twisted Blades, but I use this for just boss killing, and I use this for killing like ads. But normally people don't run 2 core skills, so I'm kind of running a weird setup. But whatever your main meat skill is, which for me it's going to be this, I would run that on L1. And your secondary skill, you're not using it as much. Maybe run this on R1. And defensive skills for me, since I actually put this here because it's kind of like evading, it's kind of like getting protection and evasion, kind of surrounding yourself with protective shadows. I like to see it as a circle skill to try to, even though they make circles go around you. You know, and triangle is green. It's the top healing potion. Normally games, I like triangle for healing. So I'm just letting you know. And here, this is any skill you can put in. I'm playing on a rogue, so. But let me just show you some combat here. So I'm holding down X and then boom, pop L1. See, it feels good. Press circle. Now I want to infuse my guys. Now let's try to do a little bit of Twisted Blade. As you can see, it's not too bad to alternate between 2 skills with this setup. You know.
I need more time.
And let's say, you know, you can change this setup to any way to customize. But basically, how does the evade feel?
I need more energy.
Do you think that this evade, pressing
not
R
ready yet.
trigger, is a big deal for evade? I don't think it is. Because you don't... This would save your PlayStation controller a little bit.
I'm out of energy.
Because spamming the triggers is going to wear on those springs. Do you know what I'm saying? It's better to press the buttons than to press the springs, so to hold down the spring, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want your basic skill holding down the trigger. That's why they actually default made it X. So in the same way, you don't want a trigger skill for your L1 and R1. Because you're just going to tap it when you need it. Right? So anyway, guys. I was going to also talk a little bit about the vampiric powers this season. And what I think is really good. So, for me, let me go on this. I like this. Supposedly they go to rank 3. So casting skills heals you for 2.3% life. double this while below 50% life. I really like this because rogues are squishy, and it's a really nice way to get a heal. It's almost like a skill that you would see on a barbarian or something, you know. This skill is optional, and I should actually change it for something else. Hitting an enemy with a basic skill grants you 4% attack speed for 10 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. 5 times 4 is 20, so it can go up to 20% chance. But here's the thing about this. Upon reaching maximum stacks, you enter Vampiric Blood Rage, gaining 80% basic skill damage and 50% movement speed. That's okay. That one can be moved. It's not a must, I don't think. Here is Infection. Hitting enemies with direct damage infects them with pox. Inflicting pox 8 times on an enemy expunges their infection, dealing that much poison damage. Now, I don't know if that actually scales with the rogue poison, but I don't know. If it does, it's kind of crazy. That's also an optional one. Here is one I think is basically required. It's a defensive one. So this one is basically OP, you should have it. And I think resilient. Oh, did I skip one? No, this resilience right here. You gain 1% damage reduction for each 2.5% health you are missing. That is insane. I think this is really good for, like, if you're not running, if you don't know what, if you're just running in the game, you don't have a lot of defense. This is really OP kind of. And then the last but not least, my favorite one. When you kill an enemy, fortify for 3% of your base life. This is almost equivalent to the barbarian. What was that Paragon board where he had to get, like when you use Fury, you get a bunch of skills. But this is even better because you just gotta kill things to get Fortify. While you have more Fortify than half your maximum life, you gain 4% critical. That doesn't matter. Just the fact that you have Fortify, it says right there at the bottom, you take 10% reduced damage. This is just so good. So out of this one right here and the Fortify one, these two are just like a, and then the damage reduction one, these three right here are kind of like musts, and then these. Let me just tell you what some other people said the most broken ones are this season, and I'm gonna show you what you should be. I'll get this later. Ravenous, really good, and Hemomancy. These Ravenous and Hemomancy, you want to basically in your end game build have them in probably these slots right here, maybe. But you should just play around with it. And as far as leveling, guys, level 1 to 50, you should be doing these green areas this whole time. And then when you're done in these areas, you'll get Whispers of the Dead, and then just go to the tree. And go and do some strongholds, you know, while in world bosses in between, you know. Also, these Legion events are really good this season. I'm probably going to go do that. So yeah, this season is pretty good. I'll have to make some Duriel. I haven't beaten Duriel yet, so as you know, I'm only 43. Maybe I'll do a Capstone's video or something. Anyway, guys, hope you have a wonderful day. Talk to you later.